you know, make it happen in their own unique way. And that's what Melee is all about, folks. At the end of the day, like we said, it's not played on paper, it's played on the GameCube or on the Wii. So, you know, the player influence is a big one. Starting FOD, this is pretty normal at this point. Back in the day, you used to start Battlefield. I think the Marths have generally kind of started to agree that this stage is actually better, just because you can kill off the side earlier and there's less space in general. Um, and it also can be a little bit harder for Puff to land sometimes, just because those platforms are all lower. So for that reason, it's become the new de facto starting stage. And then of course you're not going to want to go Dreamland, so that's why we're here. And then Puff doesn't want to go to either FD or Yoshi's, both just really bad. So that's why we're here. ZHammer so far playing more of that aerial gameplay, which is always risky, but I think is acknowledging that it is and is playing like really far back and is trying to get Flow to to reach. And that is a valid game plan as well. I do think it's much more counterable than the grounded game plan. But you can get it done at the end of the day. Again, styles make fights, all that stuff. The players determine the match, not just the characters. So, ZHammer doing a pretty good job of it so far. But another problem with, doing that aerial-based game plan is that you need to play so safe that a lot of times when you get a hit, you don't really get much off of it. As we're seeing here, like, these backers have to be so tempered and have to be so safe that, like, Flow is just CCing them and then it's not really, like, taking too much damage from it. Whereas if you're on the ground, you can get some grabs, you can get some up tilts maybe, you can get some like drift in aerials, and that can be a little bit more advantageous. But ZHammer making it work little by little so far, and I think that with the way that ZHammer is playing, whoever gets this first stock is going to be important.
Yeah. I mean, we were seeing it with their attempt to, take RapM to FD. Is that they're no, I wouldn't say willing to camp, but willing to play this like lead-based
Yeah.
kind of game
Yeah,
plan.
use that green headband.
Yeah. And we're seeing it certainly with 2 minutes passing and not a stock taken, but and there
Yeah.
we go.
And if you're Flow here, you need to not let it get to you first and foremost, because if you let it get to you and you just start going, screw it, I'll just go in, I'm him, then like you're not him, you're not gonna be him, and you're just gonna run into the back airs and it's not gonna be good. And so I think that like, ooh, and that's you can't do that jump cancel grab. Do not press Y before you grab in this matchup. It's just you just don't do it, because again, that crouch goes right underneath if it's not a dash grab, and so you can just get blown up for
It's
it.
already a big enough risk, even like with the jump cancel to grab. So like the extra frames of lag. It's like keep yourself safe from that crouch. Like
Exactly,
do yourself a
exactly.
favor.
Yeah, there's no reason to not, because as you can see, like my lovely co-commentator was saying, you still get rested, so it doesn't matter, right? You just want to, spec against the crouch. But yeah, this is gonna be pretty big. Does get that side B up tilt, which is always a good combo. You can DI out of it, but the thing is, like, people get a little bit too stuck on whether or not you can DI out of a combo, because that's not why the side B up tilt is so good. The side B up tilt is so good is because you can catch a Puff when they're drifting in, and that means that they're going to be DIing in necessarily. So that's really what it has as really good utility. And because ZHammer is playing that, oh my god, I also think that Flo could have lived both of those if the DI up came out, but wasn't quite ready for it either time.
I do think we are describing ZHammer as doing this aerial based play style. They are like making when they do land like a really strong position. Like they're
Yes.
somehow making their landing like a not good situation for Marth. Like Marth
Well, and
just
that's the
isn't
thing.
capitalizing.
That's the thing. If you are gonna play that aerial-based game plan, you play the aerial-based game plan really safe, and then you land, and they're like, "Oh, thank God, I can hit them."
Yeah.
But that's the bait. That's the
the
trap.
bait.
Is that you
Too
go
worried
onto this
about the cheese.
exactly,
Forgot
exactly.
about the trap.
And folks, you can't forget about the trap. You can get cheddar in a numerous amount of ways, and it does not have to be on that little wood panel with that metal behind it. Also, amazing, just quick spacing on
Yeah,
that down smash. I
very
love
quick
that.
spacing. Yeah.
Didn't even need the training wheels with the roll behind or anything like that.
Okay, and we're seeing. I mean, got punished for that first forward smash to lose the first stock, but we're seeing the forward smash to
Yeah.
call out these landings.
Yeah,
I'm
and
liking it. I'm liking the adaptation from Flo
I
again.
like that. I like that because
That's respect.
ZHammer, like we were saying, is going in the air, but is going on the ground to do these baits because they know that Flo wants to hit them so bad. And so
Ooh.
if Flo is just being like, okay, I'm not gonna bite. Instead, I'm gonna do a safe, like much safer, kind of, punish that's like from way farther away. Then that's a really good adaptation. Um, because at the end of the day, if they're just sitting there and crouch, like we were saying, like ZMR hasn't really been doing as many of these wave dashes around because they haven't, Flo hasn't really given them a reason to. Because of the jump cancel grabs coming out, you can just sit there and crouch. So you can just, exploit that as Flo and get the tipper F smash. But yeah, I think in general, Flo just needs to remember that they have so much time. There's 6 minutes left on the timer. You're not down by that much. You don't need to keep reaching. And it's been working out so far, but like, we have seen so many rests so far. We have seen so many punishes on them reaching, especially when ZHammer lands. And so I think that you just got to remind yourself that, like, even though you don't have a projectile, you don't need to rush things against Puff. Because the more you rush things, that's really what she wants at the end of the day. Because you're going to get reckless, and that's going to get her big follow-ups that she needs.
I am liking like the adaptation to Puff's crouch that we're seeing with the forward smashes. I'm liking that. But what I'm kind of scared of is I'm seeing a lot of jumpy from Flo this game.
Yes.
A lot
especially
of jump
when
first.
ZHammer is close.
Yes, close and already on the ground. Which we'll see if ZHammer will take advantage of that and get, as I said, the party bumping.
Yes.
Because of the jumping.
Because of the jumping, folks.
Yes.
Ooh. Oh, just went for a refresh, but ends up being it back anyway. All right. I'm surprised that situation ended up with neither one taking the fall there. But yeah, and again, like, I know I keep harping on it, but like, I think that sometimes you got to shatter the illusion when it comes to like your opponent. Because like right now, like, this is fine. They're putting themselves in the corner. You're on even stocks. You have 5 minutes, right? It feels like you need to make something happen, but that feeling is what ZHammer is working off of so well.
All illusion.
And I mean, we said it in the last set, how much time has Flo really spent in the Pokeball? Not too much. Goes for that dash grab. I like that. Does get the unfortunate. Went for a wave dash, trying to go for the wave dash F smash, but not quite able to get it. Also did get a Phantom before that, which is unfortunate as well.
Okay.
Ooh, the counter.
Just seeing kind of all kinds of stuff from Flo in this last stock. Just kind of everything.
Yeah, throwing everything at the wall.
Everything at the wall, seeing if it sticks. Yeah.
Which I think that this is again, this is really what ZHammer was trying to orchestrate the entire time.
Yeah.
I feel like ZHammer is really pulling the strings right now, the puppeteer, because like this antsiness and this like desperation, that's exactly what you want as Puff in any matchup. In any matchup. That's what she thrives off of. Because at the end of the day, she's not like a rush down character. She's not one of those characters that can just get up in your face and do it as well. At least she can, but like it's hard. I mean, I would know. I tried to make that work for a long time. But if you're coming to her, that's great. That's what she wants. And ZHammer is
hammering down.
The
set. Hammering down a 2-0 lead.
And now you got Dreamland twice. So this is gonna be tough, but we'll see what Flo can do to adapt. And try to win this game. First things first, we're going to FD. I like this stage. I think that this stage is really, really good for Marth. Because if they go in the air, they don't have those platforms to try and make it a safe landing. So if you can do a good job of like using your aerials or using your up tilt or side B or whatever to shark, then you can really make it happen and juggle her in a way that makes it really hard.
And as we were saying with the Rap M set, where like, you have the corner or the ledge is kind of the only place you have to like make your landing,
same
ambiguous.
Kind of thing here.
It's the same thing, but Marth has way stronger ways to call you out for either trying to stay in the air a little bit longer or like drop to the ledge. Like Marth just has ways to hit Jigglypuff out of the air in spades.
Yeah. And I also think that Flo has not shown too much of the forward throw pivot tipper. I've seen a couple grabs here, but I haven't seen any pivot tippers. I do respect that Flo is going for the mix-up between the down throw and the forward throw, but it has just not worked out so far. And part of that is ZHammer doing good DI, but if you know that they're going to DI out, you can also do that wave dash down smash or that wave dash F smash. So at the end of the day, you know, you got to get it done somehow. It's a 50-50, so, like, yeah, sometimes you will lose it, but I think that part of this has been a little bit of discomfort with the setup in the first place. Because typically, a lot of times you will see a higher success rate than what we've seen so far, which is not me hating at all. ZHammer has been doing a great job of playing around it, and it's hard, right? When your back is against the wall and someone's gaming really hard, and you finally I'm not gonna say camping, but playing defensively, and you finally get your opening, you're like, oh my god, I need to make this happen, and that antsiness can really hurt you. And again, that's really been the theme of this set. ZHammer has been orchestrating those feelings, playing that mental game, and doing a really good job of it. But Flo playing a little bit more disciplined this game, I will say. Not falling for these pounds, not just running in quite as much. Okay. That's fine. I mean, I think that roll behind or down smash would have killed there, but what are you going to do? At the end of the day, you got to pick something, and I think that Flo is just panicking a little. But getting some damage is way better than getting no damage.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, and like I said, I don't know if ZHammer would have had the invincibility if it wasn't for that roll. And then if you do the roll, you're not going to be able to rest. So at the end of the day, you do need some sort of read. Ooh. Yeah, and tries to get the side B, but it was a little bit too little too late in that kind of close range situation. Side B definitely can be a little bit better when it comes to catching them going in. If you're already right next to them, it can be pretty risky.
And there we see, Jigglypuff, in the corner in a disadvantageous position trying to land. And what does Marth do? Swats her out of the air.
Yeah.
Gets the kill.
And that's why you pick here, right? And that's why this is going better for, Flo in this way so far.
Okay, but lands again.
Yeah, it does get the landing, which is big.
I'm really liking ZHammer spacing on going right outside the back air range and just landing and then seeing what Marth does.
Yeah. I mean, Oh, there we go. There we go. That's what you need. That's what you need to get yourself back in the game, back in the set. Because again, that is just the explosivity that we've kind of been lacking so far. Where ZHammer has been able to get it, but Flo has not been able to get their get back, but has been able to get it now. And getting that first one is big because that lets you get the confidence up for the next few. So, just confidence in the game in general. And now that you got the lead, you're big chilling. you're on your giant pile of money.
Confidence, very
huge in this matchup.
Very huge, and to
there you go.
We are saying, ZHammer is abusing currently, all the mental aspect, the antsiness, the feeling of I need to kill right now, I need to do something right now. Some confidence.
You can call that antsiness, you can call that desperation, but at the end of the day, it's also a lack of confidence. Because if you were confident, then you wouldn't feel like you need to be there. You wouldn't feel desperate, You'd be confident that, okay, I'm down now, but I'm not always going to be down. I'm about to be up again. I just need to, wait it out and make it happen. But if you're like, oh, I need to do it right now, I need to make this happen right now, that too is almost a way of giving up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But yeah, on Dreamland, it's really good to go into this game with that confidence, but you're going to get wall of pain, which is super tough to start out with. Because when you lose the lead on this stage as Marth, it's tough, no matter what.
Tough.
And especially against a floaty character. Oh, and misses two in a row, and that's tough. When it comes to stuff like that, those tight execution windows, it feels like a hot streak can continue as a hot streak, and a cold streak can definitely continue as a cold streak. Okay. But yeah, gets another rest with a mistimed dash grab. So going to be able to get the rest. And this is looking great for ZHammer with the game plan that they have been,
Full stock ahead.
Yeah, that they've been etching out this whole time. Making Flo feel cornered, making Flo feel like their back is against the wall, so that they have to make something happen.
Oh, and just dropping all these grab follow-ups.
Gets the down tilt anti-air. One of the funny things about Melee, even the down moves can anti-air sometimes. Ooh. And just, waiting it out. I like that. I like that. Doesn't go quite far enough with the pivot tipper, but don't give up. This is still doable. This is still doable at the end of the day. You get a tipper here, and then you get one of those patented fair combos from Marth. Then you can make it happen. I've seen Zane make it happen.
Oh, yeah. But what you need to make it happen?
Patience.
Patience, and as we were saying earlier, confidence.
Confidence. Absolutely. Absolutely.
The confidence to be patient.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And Puff she is a mental battler at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
If you are not phased by her, that is the first step. If you guys want to get better versus Puff, then you can start out by just making yourself be very calm versus her. That's part of why practicing against Puff can be so important. It's not just for oh, I know how to do the follow-ups, I know how to do the combos, whatever. It's also just I've been here before. This is fine. I can make it happen.
Yeah.
Because again, Puff is a very mental, character in the sense that she will play off of that fear, play off of that that nervousness, play off of that lack of confidence. Especially in this matchup.
Yeah, absolutely.
And ZHammer, very in touch with that side of the game right now.
Yeah, it's
100%.
looking like it.
We got some heckling from the ultimate crowd, folks. We got some mid-set coaching from the crowd. Oh, tries to go for, I think, a runoff fair, but ends up getting the F smash. And the nickel and diming from ZHammer every single time you get hit is
now waging mental warfare.
Yes. Definitely hard every time.
Yep.
And we're staying back. We're keeping it cool. But then like a scorpion, we're ready to strike. Swats out of the air. Swats out again.
No landing.
No jumps. Oh, one goes for the downer, but doesn't get the fast fall in time. Grab. Okay. Not much. Doesn't get the tipper.
6-7.
That's facts. You get the temporary buff. The funny buff.
Yeah, the funny buff.
And the funny buff continues to the last stock, folks. What we need right now... Oh, never mind. No funny buff. But what we need right now is that patented fair. When you get that first weak hit fair and you just keep it going. Almost like how Puff gets the fair, or bear, or whatever.
Yes.
But it's looking tough. I'm not going to lie to you guys. 124%. Yeah, that's going to be it.
Double jump center stage.
Great play from ZHammer. Super patient stuff. Mental warfare, folks. And I know you guys might be hitting the resident sleeper in the chat, but there's a lot going on under the hood. I know that it seems like unnecessary, defensive play, but I hope that we could illuminate to you that ZHammer has a lot of cerebral thinking going on underneath there. And I hope that I hope that you guys didn't leave. I hope you guys didn't touch that dial because we got lots more amazing Melee.